Good afternoon, my beautiful friends. I hope you're all well. This is a little bit of an impromptu studio, but I really felt like today I had a couple of free hours and it was time to get in a cheeky inspirational demo with our wonderful cotton pines. Now, I know a lot of you have been playing with it, making the cards, but it is a Brucey bonus sometimes just to have that extra content which will be loaded onto that QR code, and just another way to use the fabulous products that you've bought from us here at Stamps by Me. My name is Tony Darrick and this is the How to Craft Network Studio. Tons of you on, thank you so much. You do get my newsletters, thank goodness. So if you did get the celebratory boxes, that's wonderful. You can dig them back out and have a play this afternoon with me. What also is wonderful is we do have some of the boxes left, the celebration boxes, which is those 8 months of boxes that come through your letterbox once a month. And if you want to get involved, it's available on our website. All you need to do is pop in celebration box on our website and it'll come straight up and you can check it out there. I will show you what's in the first box. You've all got it. And in a few weeks' time, guess what? You all get your second. Already come around so quick. So there's going to be so much to get on with, really, because I've got tons of stuff to do for that one. And then tons for the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th and the 8th. Lovely to have your company. So I want to talk to you. If you do like my video, give me the thumbs up. And if you are not a subscriber, please subscribe. Now, I didn't have my regular Monday Night Live this week simply because I was at TV. And I've got some bad news. I'm not here this Monday either because I'm back at TV for another show. However, what I've done is if you check out our schedule on our YouTube channel, I've just moved it on to Tuesday, okay? So Tuesday, I'm going to be live at 1 o'clock for Create Together Club, starting for our round 2. So if you want to get involved in that one, you can check that one out. So that's the embossing folder. Then I have my USA show at 7 o'clock, which is 2 p.m. Eastern time, and then our regular 8 o'clock live. So all on Tuesday. I've got a really busy day on Tuesday, guys. I'm here and I've got lots of live hours. So make sure you come and say hello. Lots of inspirational content, some goodies, some chat, some inspiration. So come and say hello. So that's Tuesday. But let's concentrate on this show right now. I have some back in stock items to tell you about, and then we'll dive straight into some lovely demos. And then after this, I'm going to be doing some more pre-records for your wonderful advent calendar as well. So you've got some more content to go at as well. So as you know, when I've not got my head in my office and I'm not concentrating on what's the next thing, I like to come here and chill, breathe, create with you guys as well. So it is wonderful to have your company. I hope you're all cozy. It's windy, it's blustery. I've had my first mince pie of the year, not the last, the first. This is where the weight starts to sort of like creep on with all the mince pies. One in the morning, one after your lunch, then one with a cup of coffee in the afternoon. It's not a good sketch. So let's do a quick shout out. We have Amanda, Sarah, Michelle, Lindsay, Marilyn, Sue, Maureen, Michaela. Lovely to have your company, everyone. Audrey. And breathe. So we just chill out this afternoon, just have some fun together. So let me just tell you about some of the lovely items that are back in stock. We have the ink pads. So these are back in stock. Here we go, look, we have the no line, the white and the black all back in stock. I will say to you though, this is nearly out of stock. So if you're waiting for this, you need to get this quick. These two are okay, but we have a lot of traders that buy this one and this one's already nearly gone, but they are back in stock. So if you click the notify me, which I know a lot of you did because you all said to it, I got a ton of notifications. Who's been clicking and clicking and clicking? What you all like, I got about 9 emails. You must have clicked it 9 times. So that's the black, the white. I know you're all loving the white. So black, white and no line. All of our previous collection coloured ones are in stock as well. So the mini cubes and the coloured ones, set 1, set 2. The new one hasn't been released yet. It's coming soon. But if you are collecting them or have got set 2 and didn't manage to get set 1, or you got set 1 and didn't manage to get set 2, now's your time to top up. I don't think I'm going to be ordering set 1 and set 2 for a while because I really need to start investing in further colours, and obviously the budget won't stretch to keep getting 1 and 2. So if you are invested in the ink pad system and you like it a lot, then get them on this third time round, because this is the 3rd time we've ordered them. Right, so that's your ink pads, quickly done and dusted. Next one is The Imala brushes are back. They're all surface, the ones that do the big surface areas. Got a really large head on them here. Carly absolutely loves these. These fly out every time. These are back in stock and you get 3 in the set. So check those out. And then my card blanks and envelopes have been loaded on as well, which are these wonderful cards. So let me just very quickly show you and then we'll get straight into Cotton Pines. Sarah, my favourite white ink pad ever. Yes, Sarah's the one that normally buys them all. Yeah, well, Sarah's on actually. I'll just touch on that. Did you see Sarah's discounts last night? She'll never have any money. She's like me. She'll never have any money. She had a fantastic offer on last night. You need to go and check out her Facebook page. And she was giving vouchers away for no. I mean, come on. But anyway, back to these. So we have every colour. See these 4 colours? Let me just show you the 4 colours very quickly. Cream, grey, white, pink and teal. Now they all these colours come in 6x8 and 7x7. So I've done 7x7 square. I'm not a square kind of girl, card maker, but tons of you told me that you are. So I've ordered the 7x7 as well. And the rectangular ones are 6x8. And you're probably thinking, well, we do 5x7 cards. Why have you done a 6x8? Well, you know, my painted mounts are 5x7 and I would rather have a little bit of a bigger card for them to go on rather than you cut into my precious mounts, do a nice matte and layer on them, than cutting into those. So the cards are a little bit bigger. You can trim them down, of course. The lovely thing that I love about these is the very fact that they are coloured front and back. Absolutely gorgeous, uncoated, no shine, no shimmer, absolutely beautiful. So it's your cards, and then the envelopes are high quality, and guess what? They've got that lovely classic lip on there, rather than the traditional one, which are cheaper to buy. I've gone for the ones that look a little bit more expensive, so we can use our wax seals, you can use rub-ons, you can use whatever you want, and they're coloured in the inside as well. So really, really sort of like classy, shall we say. So teal, grey, cream, white, pink, all available in 6x8 and 7x7. They're loaded on the website, so check those out. So let's just shift those out of the way for now. We're going to use the cards today because I'm excited that they're finally here. Amanda says the grey is lovely. She has them. I love the grey. So if you've got orders on already and you want to top up with an ink pad, add to your previous order, don't pay postage. If your first order hasn't left the building, just do the drop-down box and put please add to previous order and it'll just bolt it in. Becky will know to pin them together. Right, so Cotton Pines. Now, Cotton Pines is this wonderful box. This is your first box. I'm not going to do an unboxing, but for those of you that are maybe not au fait with our celebration boxes, it's 8 boxes that get sent out once a month, and we still have some left. So if you want to get involved in it, you totally can. If you get involved with it now, you'll get sent this one immediately and then you'll be on track with everybody else to get the next ones. The next one's due out in about 2 weeks or less, first week of November. Where's the time going? And then we move on to some inspirational content with number 2. So don't forget you have your QR codes as well. But in this particular box, let's very quickly look. We have sentiments. We have, a lot of you have got these. We have the stamps. We have stamps and dies. We have stencils. We have painted mounts with all the lovely designs on there. We have some pattern papers, 12 designs. Lots of different designs on here. And then we have the all surfaces down by this side as well. And it comes in a gorgeous giftable box, which you can save, decorate, put a mini album inside, and you also get a lovely sentiment from me as well. So that's the box itself, very quick. We've touched on it a lot, so we don't need to go into depth with it. But if you do want to have a deep dive into it and have a look at the whole 8 boxes, just have a look on the website, just pop celebration in there. Let's have a look. I am so excited to start crafting with this box, says Carla. So exciting. So if some of you I noticed have scanned the QR code, don't forget the code above the barcode and the code above the QR code. If you go to the website, I showed you on my last demonstration when I was live how to put that code into our website and get a quick view as well. and it'll show you all of the content. So if Karen's done some step-by-steps or how-to guides, they'll be linked as well. So you have options, okay? You don't have to always get your camera out. Question, have all the 12 by 12 cotton pine papers gone, Tony? I don't think so, Sarah. I don't think so. If you put cotton pines into the website, maybe they might be there. But I think we did sell a ton of them. I'm not sure, sweetheart. But if you do like the 12 by 12 and you want to top up on your box to get mini albums and make mini albums that go further than what's just in the box, you can do that. And there will be a 12 by 12 available for every box that we bring to you. So you've seen box 1 and box 2 anyway, because I gave you a sneak preview of that. And I think I give you a little bit of a sneak preview at box 5 or something as well. So you have a rough idea of what you're getting. I'm hoping that just from box 1, you're absolutely loving the contents one, and 2, the experience, because it's going to be a wonderful experience right through to the middle of next year. Then we'll have some breathing space, and then for our 12th birthday on Create and Craft, I've got another idea. So, already in my book, written down what I'm going to do. So we'll get that in motion in January. So let's have a look. Any news about next Saturday? What's happening next Saturday? Is that the open day, 28th? So we have an open day. Well, we call it an open day. It's actually a demo day. So we'll have demonstrators live in store. Yes, 28th, that one is. I've got so much going on. You need to check out the YouTube list of what's coming up and coming events. We have Create Together, we have TV, I have a craft battle with Sarah, I have Lives of an Evening. Check it out, make sure you check it out. Click the notify me button on YouTube and you'll get a 20-minute notice as well. Right, okay, let's crack on because I feel like we're already 10 minutes in and all I've done is talk. Let's have a slurp of the coffee, then we'll get into the motion. So I've already done a little bit of prep. Let's just get rid of those. Now, of course, I'm using my new card blanks and envelopes because they're just absolutely yummy. They feel so expensive. I'm so excited that they're here now. This actually looks quite green on camera, but it is a nice teal. Oh, is it green? Teal and green. It's nice. So here's my envelope, and I'm going to do something nice with the envelope, hopefully. So I've done a little bit of prep here. So I have my green card blank, then I have a pink, and then I have the pattern paper with the birds in. So if you are playing with yours, these are the elements that you're going to need. If you're copying me exactly as, then you're going to need these. I mean, you don't need the green. You could just mat and layer a piece of green onto your own card blanks if you want to. You don't have to have, and I'm showing you, I'm talking about it, but I'm not showing you. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just going to grab my Stag stencil. And we're going to do some nice stencil work. So with the stencil that comes in your kit, here we are, look, you have the inner and the outer, which is wonderful. I love this idea because it gives you so much more scope when we have the mask as well. So I'm just going to move that over to the side there. And then I'm just going to pop my mask down first, like so. Might help me out, hold him in place a little bit here. And then I'm going to grab my trees. So you get the trees in there as well. You get the dies as well. So if you want to raise some and create a rise and fall, maybe so it looks like he's stood in some trees, you could absolutely do that. So I'm going to get my trees. I did do a similar one to this on the QR code, but this is a little bit different and I'll show you how in a second. So let's get some, I think I might just do the trees down by the base like so. Let's have a look here. See what it looks like first. And you also get some cute snowflakes in there as well. Lindsay. Lindsay says, question. So will the demo day be worth an 8-hour drive? Right, honestly, Lindsay, I would say on this one, if you're saving yourself to come and you would like to come and see us, we would love to see you. But I would honestly say to you, save yourself for the next one if you're able, because on the next one, it's going to be our November one, which I'm going to team up with a Christmas theme. And we're going to do some gifts and things like that. So I'm going to make it an extra special one for our November, December one. So skip this one and maybe come to this one if you can. I haven't got a date yet, but I'll figure it out and I'll let you know. I love teal, says Charlotte. Carla, those card colours will go well with the box. I will have to order some. You know, as well, that is just by surprise that they actually coordinate, because I did these before I did those boxes, but they do work beautifully. Right, so let's have some fun here with this. Let's see where we're going. So we're going to create a sort of treescape. So I've got my mask down, so wherever I stamp, I'm just trying to think about where I'm going to place this first. Shall we go something like that, and then maybe do a taller one here so it looks like it's coming down? Yep, let's try that. What's the worst that could happen? So let's just grab our Eureka. Right, so let's just bring in our piece of work here. So I like my stag off, just off to the right, like so. So I'm going to hold him down. And then I get my trees, and we'll go one there. So the trees are sort of like going to be in the background, but then I'll pull it back and pop some back in the foreground as well, just to give us a little bit of perspective. And I like that we can stamp onto our wonderful bird background as well, because I've not actually used this paper from this set yet, so it's nice to use something different. So now, do we go brown? Do we go green? Let's go brown first. It's always easier to go lighter. So I've just got a brown here, which is gathered twigs from the Distress. So if you want to share the show, because I know there's people who've bought the boxes that don't actually tune in for any inspiration, which bamboozles me, to be honest. So share and give a nudge. So now we've got our lovely trees down by the base. Let's make them a little bit darker. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my design, lift this up a little bit, and I'm just going to move him over ever so slightly to the left and maybe a bit higher. And I'm going to go green. Green next. Let's get a green or a tealy green. Let's have a look. Let's just go green to start. We can always add a bit more, can't we? Don't want them too symmetrical, so I'm just going to change one up a little bit. Gonna have to move them all. Oh, let's pull him down a bit. There we go. Trying to cut corners, it didn't quite work, did it? So let's just get some more green on here. And then I think I might add a touch of teal or something to them to give just a little bit of shading or shadowing in there, just to create a little bit of difference. So maybe in the centre, we could just go down the centre of the tree, and maybe on the side a little bit. Just random. And then if you're thinking, oh, that's going to be quite splodgy, if you just get a brush and soften it, it'll give you a little bit of dimension in your trees. Afternoon, Tony, all watching. You're all here. Oh, that looks cool, doesn't it? Do we think we need just a little one here, just to fill that little awkward gap? Let's just get rid of our trees for now. Let's just pop him in here, look. Just get rid of that awkward gap, and I think I need one on the edge as well. That looks better, doesn't it? And let's just pop one round by his feet here. So this is the tree line behind our stag, because when I take my mask off, his feet are going to be there. But what then we are going to do is we're going to stamp, when we finished it, we'll stamp on the front of him so he doesn't look like he's floating. I've got my nice tree line down by there. So you can see the stag. Obviously you can't see anything yet because I haven't done the work for it. That bird actually looks like it's coming out of the trees. How cool does that look? I like that a lot. Right, so I'm just going to pop my stag back on. And then I'm just going to get my outline. Put my outline on him. Wherever he was-ish. Try and line it back up. I think we're about there. Take away our stag. There you can see his little legs down there, look. Let's hold that in place. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink in here now. Let's do in brown. I think brown's screaming at me. Okay, we'll see you later, Brenda. Clap cold. Send me funny. Ooh, I hate cold coffee. Does anybody buy the coffees that come like in tins that are cold? You'll have to let me know. I love coffee, but I just could not bring myself to drink a cold tin of coffee. I don't know, because I hate my coffee cold. I'm like, is it going to be like drinking an awful, disgusting cold cup of coffee? Right, you'll have to let me know. Right, so let's just stop my ink pad from squeeching around a little bit here. Where's my show grip mat? Oh, here you are. So I'm going to go brown. So let's just get a colour lay down first. My sister likes the cold coffee tins. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not into like coldy. Don't know. You see, I can't drink milkshakes either. I'm not great with milkshakes. I don't know. I think it might be the texture. So just a light touch of brown first, and then I'm going to press on a little bit harder. Go all the way around his body. Try and keep the middle of his body quite light. Press, press, press. I need to really get a darker one. Let's have got a darker one to hand. Wild Turkey Bluff, that is a great name. Yeah, the spot brushes are available on the website. They're also back in stock. Too many things to tell you about what are in stock. So that's why I always encourage you to click that notify me button, because I often forget as well things that are back in stock until the girls say, oh, Tony, they came last week. I'm like, oh, brilliant. Yeah, these are spot brushes. Just have a look in the tools section. So I've got like this aged mahogany now. It's giving us a little bit of a red hue, but I think it'll look quite nice. Need to have a bit of courage to go a bit darker. You can tell we have had a change in season because my gosh, my hands, oh, they're so bad. I keep getting cramp. I get cramp all the time anyway, but when I check the seasons change, I can't like hold things in place for a long time. Really bad. So let's see how this looks then, just for now, and then we can always go back and add more. Oof, he looks good, doesn't he? Obviously, we're going to go over his feet, but what I did want to do, and I'm not sure if I can, let's just have a look here. We have, pop him back on. Let's just have a look what's going on in the stash of our... Now we have this wonderful sentiment here. And I know it's like it reads as a sentiment, but I'm going to use it as texture inside our lovely stencil just to create a little bit atmospheric, really, just to change it up a little bit, just to show you that although it is a sentiment, we can use it as texture. So I'm going to use the same, let's go with the light coloured ink pad here and ink it up. If it's not dark enough, we can always go back over it. But my thought process, whether it be right or wrong, is, so let's start. And I know I don't want it perfect really, but let's just stamp it. Hopefully it'll pick something up. Hey, so it looks a little bit messy at the moment, but honestly it's not, because when we come to take our stencil off, it'll look cool. So let's just take this one. Let's add some more up here. Try not to overlap it. Careful when you're putting it down if you're using an acrylic block as well, because it's a bit slidey. Try and press it into those gaps. See how we've got words in our stag now. It's got some lovely cute words in there as well. So let's get his bottom. And let's go up into his antlers. Go up. Try not to let it slide if you can. Pop in, give it a right good, yeah. Oh, I've hit at the top there. Don't worry. I'm always good at covering up mistakes. You all know this. So make sure we don't make the same mistake twice though. There. Get some in his feet. So now we have some lovely words inside there. The cool thing about this though, guys, is, check this out. When you bring back in your original, you pop it back on. And then if you get the same stamp, let's go, now you could go gold embossing around him with the words if you want to, but I'm not going to go quite to that length. Now I'm just looking for my green. Now I'm just going to take my green. I'm not going to go all the way around it, but I'm going to make the texture come outside of our stag as well. So, not too much. Just there, a bit more down here. It comes round, just so it gives it a little bit of a soft mixed media maybe, if you want to, call it as you wish, but stepping out of just your traditional stamping. Maybe a little bit up by his antlers. So remember, you're not going for perfect. Remember that, you're going for Just a suggestion. Let's just add a bit down here. I think that looks quite cool. Now you could go round him with a fine liner pen to make him pop if you wanted to, in white or in black. Do you know what I might... Thinking about rattling him with some water, but anyway, we'll come back to it. So let's stop him from floating here, okay? So what we need to do is we need to get our trees back. There's so many things you could do to enhance this. So many things, okay? So green, let's go brown. Probably need to go even darker. And of course, you don't have to do the exterior yourself. You can absolutely just do the interior. So you have tons of options on there. You could go around this now with a white gel pen if you wanted to, bring it back to life that way. Could add some eyes, could add some sparkle. Where's my green ink pad? There we go. Right, so I've got this here, which is absolutely ugly. So from that set, we also get like some words, don't we? So let's bring in our words. Let's see what we've got here. So what am I going to use? Where's my scissors? Goodwill to all men. Which one shall I use? So many nice ones, merry and bright. I'm just going to cut lovely sentiment away. I think I might do 2. Because we can. Or we could actually use the stamp that's in the set, the word. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Getting a bit giddy with them ones. I'll bring in my acrylic block here. Let's just move this aside. In fact, I'll stamp it with my Eureka, then I know I'm going to get it right. And we'll stamp it onto... I do like the piece with the birds on. Might take another piece of that if I've got one. Honestly, you should see the state of my kit. I don't have lots of it left. Look at this. This is from all my demos from TV. I'll take this piece with the trees. I've only got that many sentiments left. Dead deers on the road. I know, yeah. The A1 is always littered with them when I go to TV. Really bad. So I'm going to go for the light section at the top here. And I think I'll try and stamp it in black. So let's trim this one down. Trim this one down. And then we could layer it onto a nice... I like that a lot. We could actually pop it onto some of that nice pink that's going to be in my card, I guess. Let's have a look, see if I've got some of that pink. I have got 2 demos today. I'm not saying they're going to be any good. Oh, I've got... See, as you can see, I don't like... There we go. Hopefully it'll fit on here. Last bit, very precious. anybody got any spare that can borrow me? Let's have a look, Tina. Question. Will you be stocking just the papers and card from the box? I won't. Once they're gone, as you can see, Tina. Have you got any spare, Tina, actually? I know you've got everything in mind. Can I borrow a sheet, please? You're going to be like, absolutely not. Get lost. Oh, what am I like? Honestly. Right, just trim this down. We are cheeky, aren't we? Lindsay says the sun's out, but it's pouring with rain. Crazy, isn't it? All the seasons in 1 hour. So let's show you this one. So I've done it like that, but it's getting lost a little bit. So I'm just going to take my black ink pad and just run my black ink pad over it. Just to stop it from being a bit flat on the next matten layer. I don't want another matten layer, but it just helps frame it a little bit. That's that. So let's get our card put together. Let's get rid of our... You would never normally see a Christmas card with that touch of pink behind, but I think it works. It really does break up that design, doesn't it? And then because we had this awful boo-boo here, this is where this is going to go. Oh, it's too big. Why didn't nobody tell me? Not straight either. What we're going to do about that? I can't lose my stag's head. Come on, Carla, help me out. You love it. Oh, what about an angle? No, it's not working. What am I going to do, guys? Do I need to go back to my green toppers? I'm gutted about that. I can't hide his antlers. His antlers are part of his masterpiece. I could do it, but look, does that look silly? That looks ridiculous up there. No, not buying it. A butterfly. You need a smaller sentiment. I do need a smaller sentiment. Oh, right. What else have I got? What else have I got? Let me pull out me. I have got another word stamp. Come on, I might be able to save the day. Stop mucking around here. Oh. Honestly, you wouldn't want to be with me 24/7. The amount of times in a day I go, oh, 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 every day, oh, no, oh. Right, I'm not using a new one, so where's mine? Come on. In the pile of goodness. In here somewhere. I might have to just use a green topper, guys. I've got, oh, where did that go now? Who's jinxing me here? Try a smaller sentiment. Who's jinxing me here? Somebody's watching. Somebody's like, I want to do it wrong. Right. Let's do the little green ones. Come on. Let's not mess around. Jingle all the way then. So let's put a few on, because now this one's too small. Put it on the inside of the card. What a great idea. Well, let's put some mini ones outside and I'll put that one on the inside. That is a great idea. This is why I love you guys. Listen, I can't be creative all the time. Let's do fa la 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 jingle bells. Because I feel like singing that from top of my lungs now. Oh, I'm dreading this video now, been loaded to QR code. If we've got any newbies and they scan it and get this first video, they'll be like, what's going on there then? It actually looks like a nice card. I'm just going to use my black ink pad and just blacken it off at the edges so it's not floating. Better hurry up, I've got another demo. Oh, another mince pie to get to. Right, let me just check this out first. Looks all right, actually, guys. I think I've recovered it. Sing it, Tony. No, because I haven't recovered it yet, Audrey. I can't sing it. What are we like? I did sing it on TV, though, didn't you? I told you, didn't I? I said, one of these days I'm going to sing it on TV. And I did. They all thought I was bonkers, mind. Poor Janice were like, what on earth is she doing? Right, I've got a few sentiments here. I'm just... covering up my boo-boo, and then we'll put that lovely sentiment inside, just as suggested. Is that all right? Let's go for it so it hides my mistakes. Oh, Julie, what a great idea. I can't now, Julie, but that is a great idea. Julie said put the stencil over the sentiment and line it up like that. And then put my stencil on and the stencil will come onto my topper. And then you could 3D pad it. Great shout. It's a bit late now, though, but that is a great shout. Now, if you make the same mistake as me, you can do that. See, I told you, didn't I? All best cards come from mistakes. My mistakes. That's why all your cards are brilliant, because you all learn from my mistakes. Right, I'm nearly there, Audrey. Get ready. And then there we go. Listen, don't be telling anybody me doing silly things. I'm supposed to be the ultimate professional here. You're all such a bad influence. Right, that is a nice card. That is not a bad effort at all. The main thing to take out of this demo is the words inside that lovely stencil. So don't forget, inside and outside if you wish. So you do use a different colour. And I think the birds really bring it together. It makes it look a little bit different, although this bird looks like it slapped itself on its back. Oh, this demo gets better. Let's move on. That bird looks like it's collided with the deer's bottom. Right, what was my next demo? Bad influence, guys, bad influence. Let's just move that to one side. Right, what were I doing next? Oh, I said I were. So it'll go in its nice envelope, which coordinates, which I love. A coordinated envelope, as you all know, coloured as well. I love coloured envelopes. Right, That's my last bit. Can't do many more demos. Once they're gone, I'm done. Right, I've got a cream one here. So I was going to go with the traditional paper in here that looks like that texture look. Need to press that button a little bit harder, don't I? Right, so cream. I felt like cream would really complement this gold here. Look at this gold. And I think I'm going to skip that white, you know. I cut that white, but really. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring these two off my page. I'm going to pop them on here. I'm going to pop this in the middle. I'm going to hold it in place. Excuse the noise there, sorry. And I'm going to add a nice glow of some form. Ask me what colour, I've no idea. Let's go with pink. Christmas cards do not have to be traditional. Not in my world, anyway. We do like our traditional, but today we're changing it up. Birds do sit on their backs, don't, yeah, but not dead. Not with the wings spanned out like that, with beak. Beak to one side. It's like a Disney. So this is that lovely one that looks like we've really gone to town with texture and stuff, and we totally haven't. That's why I love our papers. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm just going to take the pink. I'm just going to do a corner hue here. And again, because the papers are beautifully uncoated and so yummy, that they will take all of your inks wonderfully as well. So I'm just creating like a little bit of a glow. Like so. I've got a nice pink glow in the corner there. Okay, so I'm just going to dry this one off very quickly. Well, just take the moisture out of it. Child says, question, we need the extra large magnets. You mean these ones, darling? These ones are Hoy Glass Matte. I think they're on the website on their own as well, I think. So what I'm going to do now is I have my, just one second, just grabbing, this is obviously going to be a nice gold card. Obviously, she says, like, you know it's going to be. Nothing's ever obvious. So, wow, and then where is my gorgeous wow powders? Now, I'm going to go with the gold, because I really think that gold is going to stand out here. Now, the stamp that I was looking for earlier is what I need now. So I may have to open, you know, the cotton flower one with that Always Grateful stamp. I love that stamp, Always Grateful. Really, really wonderful. Let me just check my work down here, because I know as soon as I open one, I will find it, which is always the case. Nope. Right, let's go for it. So it's this one. That lovely cotton flower. I love this one. So let's use this one. Now I think I'm going to use my wonderful Eureka to stamp this. I don't want to miss any pieces. Beverly, don't be telling anyone about my dancing. Should see Tom. Should see Tom's face when I get going. My goodness me. So funny. I am the embarrassing mum. I'm not bothered though. So with this one, the sentiment and the stamp is connected. I just disconnect mine. I just cut it. Make sure you don't cut through your design. I'm just going to use my lovely corner here. And I'm going to use it just on this halo here. So the design is off there and on here a little bit. Now you could do both, but I'm going for a clean and simple sort of effect here. Now I might just bring it in a little bit more. I think we'll go about there. And I'm going to do a heat embossed sentiment down here, and I'm going to use the Always Grateful, and then we'll not do a traditional Christmas one here. So this is going to be a super flat card. It'll be nice. So let's pick that up, and that. Anti-static bag, always. And then sticky ink pad. No, I'm not really, or should I say I've never really used cream cards, but I see now why people do use cream, and I wasn't going to order cream, you know, because obviously it's something I don't use, and I don't see a ton of cream cards. But when I said to the ladies in the office, you know, what colour, she was like, you need to do cream and white. I'm like, cream, really? And they're like, well, it softens everything, doesn't it? I was like, right, okay. So today I've gone and picked up a cream card because I felt like it was really soft with this gold. So really, I'm quite chuffed that I did a cream. So if you do like your cream cards, I've ticked a box for you. But if you don't normally use cream, maybe give it some thought, because it really does soften. You know, like instead of a black ink pad, you might use a grey or a brown. It's sort of that idea. So I've just done it twice to get in all of, because I've got 2 pieces of paper here and I need to get all that detail. It's quite a detailed stamp. So let's go with that and see how it comes out. Just grab a piece of paper to cap my embossing powder. I'm just looking for my dusting brush. Where are you? Use this for now. So you can just see it's caught it over the corner and the words there. And just over the top there. I hope you can just see that design just over that corner there. So we do have, you can buy the pink magnets, I think. I'll have a look after the show, Shaz, for you, darling. So let me just get my heat tool and set this. Get your gun hot. Don't forget to share the show if you're able to, and like the video. This design is going to look like it was actually on the paper. Look at that. You can see how wonderful that is. I'm thinking maybe should we go a bit darker with our pink to make it pop a little bit more. I'll pop this back on like so. If we just grab my brush again. And then all you need to do once you do that, if you add ink on top of the embossing folder, you always need to just get a tissue and burnish it, just to get the colour off the top of the embossing folder. Sorry, embossing powder. It just brings it back to life, gets it a nice glowy, its glowy self. You see that lovely, isn't that nice? So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take my black, because it's going to be a flat card, this one. I'm just going to edge, no mat and layer, just edge, okay? This is going to stop this piece from floating, hopefully, on top of the next piece. You just angle your ink pad just in slightly. And you can see when you pop it on, it just edges it a little. And we'll do the same with this one. Now you could do the halo all the way around, the texture's there, so I don't think it really matters what colour you use. So I'm just going to build this together. We are coming towards the end of the show. Is anybody going to try these techniques? Or, you know, have I just totally like killed your idea of getting your cotton pines out and having a play? Come on. So this is that lovely cream. Look at that. This is why we need cream, Tony. Okay, I'm listening. And in the tree stamp, you get some snowflakes. Now I'm thinking some beautiful gold snowflakes on the back of here, sitting underneath here, would look incredible too. So play around, get your stash out. Now you could pad this. If you want to, I'll hold it up in a second, or you can go totally flat. I'm going to go totally flat, just because we can. And with that lovely cotton flower stamp, I would absolutely put this in an envelope, seal it shut, and then stamp the cotton flower stamp over the seal. Or just across here, or something to seal it, or maybe do a nice cotton flower over the corner. So hopefully, there we go. So you can see it just over the corner there, and that beautiful word there. This is completely flat. If I'd stuck it right, it would be completely flat. So that's that one. So this is clean and simple in design. And then the card that we did with the stamped stag inside. Look at these two totally different cards. Same collection though, guys. I really like this one. This could do with some sparkly gems around it. Maybe a little bit of a darker hue across the corner. But I think you get the idea. Do you like those? Well, it was an extra Brucey bonus show, so we've got to have a play around, and I'll try and do the same with the second box as well. There'll always be the 4 videos loaded on for you to get creative as soon as you get the box home, and then we'll try and squeeze in some extra shows as well. Who knows, I might get another one in with this one before you get your box too. We'll see how it goes. So, couple of updates then. We are on Thursday today. Okay, so don't forget, I am live all day Tuesday. So you need to get Tuesday in your diary, 1 o'clock, 7 and 8. That'll be 2 p.m. Eastern time for our lovely USA followers as well. And on Monday, I'm on Create and Craft. But I'll tell you more details about that as the days go by. So I hope you like those. I hope you've had a nice hour with myself. And don't forget to decorate your envelopes as well, says Selena and me. Okay, so have a great afternoon. Check out the back in stock items. Please don't miss out, because as you know, it takes a long time to get any of those items back in. So whatever you're doing, have a wonderful afternoon, and I will see you all later. As always, see you later, guys. Bye.